Okay, we're doing a bit of fishing, a bit of kayaking out there the last few hours, and we have some dinner. They're mackerel, all around this size, not huge, not tiny. See, maybe that is the biggest of them, probably around a pound or so. I've had to force myself to come in onto shore because the fishing has been that good. It's been hard to come back in again. Anyway, I'm going to get these guys cooked up because I'm starving. I haven't ate since 1 o'clock, and it's now, let's see, it's now 7:20. Sun is racing down, so it's definitely time for a feed. I've got gas with me, and I have the Kelly Kettle wood stove burner, so I'm going to have a scout along the shore here, see if I can find some driftwood. If I can't find any, I've always got the gas as a backup, but I prefer to cook them on the wood stove if possible. Anyway, I'll get cracking on. I'll get scouting for some wood here and see how that goes. Well, got some firewood and driftwood here anyway, some bits and pieces. Hopefully it should be enough to get the fire going, keep it going, and we'll get it cooked up with that nice campfire smokiness to it. The way I normally get fire going is just with a little cotton pad that, like those kind of makeup or wash cotton pads. Just tear it open, put a Vaseline, petroleum jelly, scoop it out into the middle, close it over, give it another wee tear there, and that'll catch a spark very, very quick. Just like that. There's a lot of these, they're kelp stems washed up on the shore. I don't know if they're dry enough though. They seem very dry. We'll see if they're dry enough to burn, but it might be hard to take a light when they're salty and stuff. But I do have this old hawthorn bush here. It's as dead as a dodo. And it's as dry as a bone. The only problem is it's very, very jaggy. So we'll get the kettle over that. I've taken my own water with me today. Just trying to source fresh water down here is difficult. not impossible, but just difficult, and time is not with me on my side today, so I thought I'd take the easy way out and bring a bottle of water along with me. So the fire's kind of established there now. And we're going to try some of these dried kelp stems, see how they burn. I'd imagine they'll burn okay in the kettle when it's got the draft through it, but I don't know how it'll fare when it's just a little wood stove. But we'll try them anyway. I need to get these fish sorted too. That's the last of the fish cleaned up, ready for cooking. Water's boiled as well, so we'll get a couple of fillets off these guys and get them cooked up before the tide comes up here and washes them away. I better move them actually. We've got 5 altogether. I'm only going to eat probably one of these. One of the, maybe this big one here. That should keep me going for the rest of the night. We'll get them cooked up before the sun comes down. The sun's racing down, the tide's racing in. I don't think it has much further to come in. I hope not, because I don't want to have to keep moving my boat over there. But we'll get on with cooking these boys off. So this guy here seems to be about the biggest of them. What I'm going to do is just cut a couple of fillets off, and I think I'm going to fry them up. It's probably going to be the easiest and quickest way for me to cook them up today, when I'm a bit stuck for time here too. And this isn't the best knife for filleting, it's very solid and stuff, but I have to work with what I have. So that's one fillet done. The second side's always harder because you don't have that other side to work with. I generally cut the belly strip there. I generally cut that off because normally any parasites in the fish, like wee small worms, will generally be in that belly skin area. Plus, those belly skins make great bait, and they slice very easy and they hold their shape really, really well. So fantastic bait. just cut those into little strips, and almost any fish that I've tried so far will go for those things. So not too much waste, and whatever I don't eat there, seagulls will gladly, or fish or whoever, will gladly take it. So that's 2 nice fillets. We'll get on with cooking them. So, I don't think these wee kelp sticks or kelp stems are burning that great. I think there's just maybe too much salt in them or something. Maybe they're just not bone dry. It's okay in the kettle, but even then I found it was starting to maybe die down a bit. So we're going to have to use loads of wee sticks. So I might have a wee check up the shore too, see if there's any better firewood. Because I'm going to need some. I'm going to need some better firewood to kind of sustain this fire. But of smoke's no harm now at the minute, because the midges are starting to get going here, and they're starting to eat me alive. Anyway, I'll go get some firewood. So I was able to get some very nice wee sticks over the shore over there, but where the driftwood and stuff is all sort of gathered in one spot. So these will be perfect. Keep the fire going. They're bone dry, which is exactly what I want. Right, let's get a bit of oil for these fillets. I don't have any oil. Oh no. Dang it. I might just boil them in a wee bit of salt water at the bottom of the pan. Just a small bit. That's what I'm going to do. Plan B. I can't believe I forgot. I took my oil out for some reason because it's taking too much space in this box. I meant to put it into a small little tub, but I forgot to do that. So that's what I'm going to have to do, is get a wee bit of water into this, or the bigger pot, and just sort of stew them in the bottom, and hopefully that'll be fine. So I had to go over this shore a little bit there, away from the sand, to get some water that wasn't too sandy. Get a wee bit of that out. There's just a wee bit to cover the bottom of the pan, or the pot. I've never tried it this way before. So that's going to be a learning experience for me and for you. If you haven't tried boiled mackerel before, or steamed or boiled, or whatever you want to put it. So we'll let that come to a boil and then we'll pop a fish in then. I think it's coming to a boil now. Whoa, holy moly, it certainly is coming to a boil. Right. It's boiling up good. Oh. Don't have my gloves on me today, so should have used a stick there, but it's only a little bit of pain. So chop these fellas up. Mackerel is a very oily fish. This is Atlantic mackerel. So I just don't know how it's going to fare out boiling it in water. It might be alright. Ideally the best way would be to sort of roast it, and it kind of nearly cooks in its own oil, and it's really, really tasty. But this should be alright. And I think because I'm cooking it in that salt water, it should give it that nicer flavour as well. I suppose it's kind of poaching it, isn't it? You can see already it's starting to go white. So we'll stick a lid on that and we'll boil it up for maybe 10 minutes or so, 5 or 10 minutes. It shouldn't take very long. You can see the oil there even. I don't know if you can see that oil is starting to come straight to the top of the water there already. Pop the lid on. And we'll come back in about 10 minutes and see how it's doing. We'll get a wee check on this now. It's been going for 10 minutes, which I would say should be more than enough time. If anything, I would say it might be overdone. See, I got my pot grippers this time, so as not to burn my hand again. That's lovely. Soft. White meat. Looks very good. Yeah, that's very nice. It's every bit as nice as if it had been fried, I would say. And cooking it in salt water, I think, gives it a little bit of extra saltiness too. I was going to put a wee bit of salt on it, but then I thought, you know what, I'll try it first. Yeah, that's really, really nice. That is done. I'm going to stick this water and kettle back on and get myself a cup of tea. Don't know. I don't know if you can see him out there. There's a seal. Well, he's just down now. But he's just out about there. He was there. Anyway, I'm just getting packed up now. Stuff putting away. It's getting pretty dark. The sun's way down. There he is out there. You can see him. I think it's a harbour seal, you call those. Possibly found all those fish heads I've left out earlier on. Anyway, packed up, time to go. So what I do for anyone interested, for putting my kit on the kayak, is instead of taking it all out of my backpack, that I always use, I have a big dry bag and I just cover my backpack with it. So it saves having to transfer from one to another and back into another again, from when I'm doing stuff in the forest or going out in the kayak and so on. Just I find it's a bit handier. But I could use a better dry bag. That one there has a kind of a lightweight one. I probably would need a more heavy duty one. Keep the water out that bit better. As you can see, my kayak is really eager to get going there. So I'm going to head back to the car. About a 1 hour paddle now back, so it's going to be dark by the time I get back. Don't normally do this kind of stuff. It's maybe the first kayak episode I've done. But I thought it was a nice day and a good day to get out and do it. There's an added bonus then to catch those fish, because I've been after those for a while. Quite a few times and I haven't caught them, so it's great to get them today and get a bit of a cook up on the shore and a small bit of bushcraft there, trying to find the driftwood and whatnot to cook with, and cooking up the mackerel too. A bit less bushcraft than normal, but tiny bit there still, and a great day anyway. So thanks for watching and we'll see you in the next one.